Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, today we are going to solve example number 4 about northwest corner rule. Here the situation is that your source and destinations are equal. This is new type of example. Example number 4. This is very important example, and for the next initial basic feasible solutions, it would be helpful. For all the initial basic feasible solutions, it would be helpful. So here we see that the model is balanced. Now, what is the new problem? We will start our problem from top left corner of this table. Here, this is the northwest corner rule and northwest corner. This is the northwest corner. We will start our question from here. You see that you have demand 10 and supply also 10. Which one is minimum? Both are equal. Now the situation is different from the previous ones. In the previous examples, no demand and no source or destinations were equal. Look here that we have same demand and same supply. Now this problem can be solved as you will put a value 10 in order to meet the requirement, and when you see that both sides are equal, then you will put on the row side a cross sign in front of 10 in front of its value on row side, and on column side you will put 0 in front of 10. This is the strategy, and I will tell you why we have put 0 in front of 10 on the column side. You may do vice versa, but for your ease and comprehension, always you will put cross in row side and 0 on column side when you see that both values are equal. And also put cross signs into the row where we have cross or nothing supply. This means supply is complete. Your first source is now eliminated. No cell is blank here. Now for further allocation, you will move down. Yes. And you see that here we have demand 0, not cross sign. We have demand 0. 0 is a figure. And supply 10. You have here 0 demand and supply 10. So you will put 0 here and will show that 0 demand is now finished or complete. And also put these cross signs into the blank cells in its column where you have put this cross sign. Yes, there are no blank cells. So you will, when you move down, you will put 0 and put cross sign in front of 0. This is very necessary. If we do not do this, then there will be problem. We will have a shortage of basic variables. This will complete the allocation in this way. Now, here no blank cell is left. For our next allocation, we will move to right. Yes. Here again we have 10 supply and 10 demand. What will we do now? You will put, as I have earlier said, you will put cross sign in front of 10 on row side, and on column side you will put 0 in front of 10. As these two values are again equal, on one side, on row side you will put cross sign, and on column side you will put 0 sign. And also you will put cross signs in the blank cells which is completely satisfied. It has cross in this supply. Now for next allocation, you will move down as there is a 0 demand and there is supply 10. 0 is solving the purpose that we can now move to the next cell. If 0 was not put here, so you cannot move to the next cell. If we put cross on both sides, then we cannot move to the next cell. This was the situation. And our basic variables will be shorter at the end. So for moving forward, for continuing the question, we will move down as there is no empty cell. So you will move down in this way and put 0. Here demand is 0. You will always, when there is demand 0, you will always put 0. And in that column, you will put cross in front of 0 and cross in its blank cells. Your next allocation is made with 0. Now in this column, no cell is blank. Now for your next allocation, you cannot move from here to here, and it is completed. It is not blank. For your next allocation, you will move to your right. Then you see that your supply is 10 and demand is also 10. The same situation is here. So as I have earlier told you that you will put 10 here and cross in front of 10 on row side, and also you will put 0 in front of 10 in column side, and also you will put cross in the blank cells of the row side. Now your allocation is completed. For next allocation, you will move down where your 0 is lying. You will move towards that side where 0 is lying. This is the important point. Now you will move forward. Yes, you will put 0 here and also a cross sign which shows that demand is now complete. For further allocation, you will move to your right and the only cell is blank. Yes, you will, and here the supply is 10 and demand is also 10. So you will put 10 here and look how many allocations you made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You made 7 allocations. So if we calculate the basic variables, 4 rows, 4 columns minus 1, there is 7. 7 are the basic variables. The table, like when there are 4 rows, 4 columns, you will have 7 basic variables. It means there will be 7 allocations. So this was the need of time, and for moment's sake, you will put 0 whenever your demand and supply are equal. On row side, you will put cross before your supply and put 0 before your demand. And 0 will tell you the way where you will have to move. This will tell the way where you will have to move. So where you see that there is a 0, you will move down and put 0 here, and immediately you will move to the next side to your right side, and will put cross signs below the 0. Here you see 0, below it all the blank cells are left with cross signs. So this is the strategy when you have equal supply and equal demand. And in my upcoming lectures for the least cost method and Vogel's approximation method, or any of the northwest corner rule, when you found the situation that there is supply and demand are equal, you will put cross sign in the row side and 0 on the column side, and move down where 0 is lying. So this was the strategy. You will solve the question in this way. I hope I have completed all type of examples which I could have. So I think you have understand all the subject matter clearly. Now you can solve all the question on NWCR correctly and clearly. Thank you very much. This was the situation.